What do the Lightbulb, Finland, and Olympian have in common? Stay tuned for this episode of Leading the Way with me, CJ. We're outside today because it is the first snowfall of the season, and I want to talk to you about something that's, well, hard to describe, but it's from Finland, so we thought this was appropriate. I want to talk to you about Sisu today. What is Sisu? It's hard to describe. We don't really have a word in the English language for Sisu. But from the time children are born in Finland, before they walk, before they talk, they are taught that they have Sisu. Now, the word for Sisu is, and I might mess this up, Sisus, something like that, actually means the gut, intestines. And it's hard to say that it's determination or perseverance or grit or passion. Really, it's all of those things combined. So how do we describe that? I really don't know. What I do know is when you see Sisu, you know that you have seen it in action. Sisu, most importantly, is a mindset. It's not something that you can define well, as you can tell from this video, but really it's a mindset and a philosophy of life. I read a book a few years ago about Louis Zamperini. The book was Unbroken, and it really was fascinating to me. I think it exemplifies Sisu. Louis was an Olympic athlete in the 5,000 meters and did well. He had the world record for a while, and then he went to fight World War II. He was shot down in a Navy fighter, spent 47 days on the ocean in a raft, got captured by the Japanese, went to a POW internment camp, and was brutally beaten daily. The head of the camp tried to make an example of Louis, but Louis didn't let that deter him. He was defiant. He drew upon his Sisu to defy the head of the camp. Louis then got transferred to another camp, and lo and behold, the same guy was there. So the torture was unbearable, unthinkable, but yet Louis performed every time. In that, he gave hope to the American and British POWs, and the thing that really demonstrates Sisu is that he persevered. Thomas Edison is another example of using Sisu. Thomas Edison failed so many times. Thomas Edison lived failure, but in the end, he really changed civilization in light bulbs and the hundreds of inventions that he came up with. He didn't give up. He never quit. There was a purpose bigger than just the light bulb for Thomas Edison. So, how do we develop Sisu? Sisu is developed by, I think, a few different things. First, you just kind of got to stop and regroup. Have a plan, figure out what's going on, then work that plan. Step 2 would be, if you break big problems down into small chunks, they're more approachable. They're not as impossible to handle, and you feel like, I can really make this. So you start building confidence, and you start to understand, hey, I've got this. The last thing is persevere. Not just in a split second, not solve it immediately, but you're going to have to persevere to make this happen. So I think that's appropriate for us. We're going to have ups and downs and curves and everything else. When we experience those, we need to pull back and say, okay, we got this, we can do this. We really want to combine all of these things. Lesson for today is develop Sisu. Try to figure out how you can pull upon your inner, your guts, determination to make things happen. I also have a blog that I'd like you to read. If you can go to the description, follow the link below. We'd be happy to have you join us and leave some comments there. Thanks. Have a great day. Sisu SRSI.